What's going on, fellas? We're back at it again with another video. Now today we're going to be talking about Lil Pump. The first time I ever heard about Lil Pump was like back in 2017, 2016. It was years ago. The only hit song at the time he had out was Elementary, and he was making waves in the underground, or SoundCloud at the time, rap scene. But before all of this, the person who actually got him into rapping was Smokepurpp, another rapper who was actually friends with Lil Pump's cousin, Lil Ominous. The very first time a lot of people actually saw Lil Pump was probably in the Ski Mask music video by Smokepurpp. Lil Ominous was also seen in the music video and given a shout out in the song. Ominous actually had a falling out with Smokepurpp and Pump. Pump didn't care about anything. He would go around flexing on all his haters, flexing on old people. It was a wild time, and he literally didn't care what others had to say. His ignorant personality is probably what made people gravitate towards him.
No can do that here.
What?
You want I call police or security?
I don't give a fuck. It's Lil Pump in this, man. F that shit. I don't give a fuck.
This right here is 65,000. 4,000. My shoe, 1,300. Hold up. My belt, this right here, $500. I think I could talk.
Lil Pump really blew up when he dropped D-Rose and Boss. If you were in school at this time, you couldn't go anywhere without someone singing D-Rose, 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 D-Rose. And since Cole Bennett knew Smokepurpp, since they actually filmed the Ski Mask video together, Cole Bennett and Lil Pump filmed a ton of bangers together. All of these videos that they filmed gained tens of millions of views, and the Dreads and the Bape Hoodies had these kids in a chokehold. Before No Jumper was seen as a big joke by everyone, he was a respected rap journalist at the time that would interview smaller artists, and his vlogs with Lil Pump definitely helped him out. Viewers liked that Lil Pump was actually as ignorant in real life as he was in his songs. And the vlogs No Jumper would shoot of them going on tour with Pump were just absolutely wild. These vlogs, people were getting into fights. The manager of the tour was threatening to just end the whole entire thing. It's just wild. Go back and watch these vlogs. You'll see it's just madness. On August 31st, 2017, he dropped his biggest single to date, Gucci Gang. A couple months later, he would be going crazy, dropping his first project called Lil Pump, which sold decently, selling around 45,000 units. Then he dropped the music video for Gucci Gang, and this music video was absolutely life-changing. I think it has over 1 billion views right now on YouTube. Gucci Gang peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, which is just wild, and it was on there for like 24 weeks. January 16th, 2018, Pump finessed his record label out of like 350K, and he was able to get out of his contract because he was actually like under 18 when he first signed his deal with Warner Bros. Pump apparently received a 350K advance when penning his deal with Warner Bros. Records. Gucci Gang, Pump's smashingly successful single, has raked in a mind-bending 280 million streams on Spotify and nearly 500 million on YouTube. Gucci Mane was interested in him. He wanted like 8 to 12 million. It was crazy. I think DJ Khaled was also interested in signing Pump.
I'm in that studio with that boy Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying? You know, we in that, still in the meeting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, we might play some music, but we still in the meeting. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yo, Juan. Yo, Juan, everything top secret, bro. Everything.
Because he's a hot commodity for the moment. He's looking for 10 or actually up to, he said 12 to 15 million. And a lot of people doubt that's the case. I know from my industry sources, he's only being offered, the max right now is like 4 million, okay? Now, I think he's gonna ask for 15, and if he gets half of that, which is like 7 or 8, he's taking that.
Lil Pump's search for a new deal is apparently over. The 17-year-old Florida rapper has reportedly made a considerable amount of money from a newly inked deal with Warner Bros. That's supposedly worth around $8 million. TMZ reported that Pump signed a 7-year deal with Warner.
So Pump pretty much finessed his record label out of a couple M's, you feel me? Pump's next big move was his next album, The Harvard Dropout. This album did slightly better than his first project, selling 48,000 albums in the first week. Pump had a huge song with Kanye West on this album, I Love It, which charted at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, and also Sked It went crazy. It has like a couple 100 million views on YouTube, but the critics hated this album. The amount of hate that this album got was absolutely insane. Pitchfork rated this album a 3.8. They pretty much called Lil Pump a caricature, and all of his music is pretty similar to each other. After this, we didn't have another Pump project until 2021, which is what, like 2 years later, which is kind of crazy. So pretty much radio silence for 2 years killed a lot of the hype, and a lot of people didn't even know he dropped a project with Ronnie J. called No Name. And it kind of became a meme that he didn't even promo it. With negative stigma like that, his next project was already doomed to fail. He decided to make a sequel to his mixtape Lil Pump. So this was going to be called Lil Pump 2. He was teasing this album for years, and when the hype died, no one cared when it dropped. Lil Pump's beef with J. Cole was also a major factor that played part in his downfall. J. Cole, being a much larger and established artist, made this a bad move for Pump, since he dissed J. Cole because he made conscious rap, and Lil Pump was the exact opposite of that. Pump thought it would be a good idea to do a F J. Cole chants at his concerts completely unprovoked, like J. Cole literally did nothing to Pump. And later on, J. Cole responded to Pump on 1985, pretty much saying he better save money. Also, Eminem dissed Lil Pump, but who cares about Eminem? Honestly, what I think made Pump fall off like crazy was that he took such a long break in between his drops. He should have just kept dropping banger after banger after banger. I mean, he was doing completely fine, but then he just disappeared off the face of the earth for a couple years, and no one cared when he came back, and everyone was clowning him when his album sold poorly. But I mean, there's no telling what could come next. I mean, he can make a big return. His shows still do go crazy. I saw a video of him performing at Summer Smash, and he was going crazy, and the crowd was going crazy. It was awesome, and he's still super young. He's only 23 years old. But anyway, fellas, tell me what you guys think about this. Y'all rocking with Pump? Tell me in the comments below, and drop a like and sub. Let's get it.